Welcome back, everybody, to the Anti-Stall Racing IMSA Series Season 7. We're back for round 6 of 8 here at Fuji Speedway. It looks dry at the moment, but you can see we've got the weather radar in the bottom right corner of your screen, and that means we're going to get some rain later today. You can see it on the brink. We're set for a dry qualifying, followed by a wet race. I'm being joined today by Ule, Sam Jarvis and Oriel Fault trading times there to go second and third, and then Ignis pops it up into P2 with no purple sectors, just consistent greens the whole way around. He'll be pretty pleased with that lap. You were speaking about him not that long ago, running in the AM category up until this season, and he's showing that he really does belong in the Pro category. He's challenged for wins a couple of times this season, and he's just put it on the front row. Worth bearing in mind that this is a dry track and the race is going to be wet. You can see a little bit of water if you get offline, but it's really not much. So it is essentially a dry track. Everyone's on dry tyres. It's just a very green track. I think that's going to be interesting come the race, because we've got all of these guys that are out there running on dry tyres, dry setups, and they're going to switch to the rain. So it really might depend on who's had the most practice in the different conditions. Matteo Ubertali currently... split between him and the rest of the pro field, ahead of him by an AM driver, Dave Van Eck, currently the AM pole sitter in terms of points. Matteo Batali looking to improve though. He's gone green and then yellow. And green again, and it is a lap time improvement, and it moves him up to P5. Daniel Morpete, still top of the timing boards. Oriel Fault got a little bit closer with that purple final sector on the previous lap to get within 300ths of Daniel, but that'll be the last attempt for him, so no more improvement coming. Albert Preem lays his foot to the floor for the run for the line, closely followed by Quinton Verdonk, who is not his teammate. Sorry, I got back the wrong way round. Albert Preem, though, is going to come to the line and set the benchmark time at 1:26.1, about 11 seconds quicker than a GT3's managed. Quinton Verdonk can't beat him. He's 3 tenths off of that pace. Next to the line is going to be Eloy Cabinero, who goes even quicker with 4 tenths margin at the front. Mega lap from Eloy there. Dave van der Vacker did cross the line, but the lap time was invalidated. Juanto Avale goes P4. He'll be looking for more than that. Albert Preen goes purple in sector 1 though, so it's all on the second lap. We've seen this from Albert before. Quinton Verdonk matches him and goes slightly quicker, in fact, in sector 1. So we've seen it before, Eloy, the second lap being much quicker than we get on the first lap. Oh, someone spun off there, but Albert Preem went quickest and then was beat quite quickly again by both Eloy Cabinero and Quinton Verdonk. That was a spin for Jeffrey Ross. You can see that rain getting ever closer on the radar. You can see the spottiness of those cloud formations, and they will be joining us pretty soon, but it will be post-qualifying. As Quinton Verdonk goes purple in sector 1, Davy van der Vacker improving again as well. Improvement from Eloy Cabinero in sector 1. Cadillac makes the run to the line now. Davy van der Vacker can't improve on that run. Apologies, he does improve, but doesn't improve the position. Eloy Cabinero to the line is green and yellow in the final sector, but it is an improvement. Just doesn't put him onto pole position, just tightens that front row even more as they pull away from the others. Matthias Viten then looking to get a better lap time in as well. And run to the line, pulls over, goes onto the front row by 5 thousandths of a second, missing out on provisional pole position. That's more what we're used to from the Dutchman. Okay, making our way to the start then. Quinton Verdonk will lead the hypercars. The GC3s are quite a long way back, giving these guys plenty of breathing room, but I'm sure that is fine from race control's perspective. We're going to have a crazy turn 1 here. You can see the rain starting to pass away, so we're going to get a drier period to start this race, but I believe it will be very brief. Roman Dubert saying he wasn't able to make it to the grid. Safety car is in yet. Quinton Verdonk goes as they're under the bridge display there. That's a bit unfortunate. He's giving a very nice tow to Matthias Viten, who's a couple of attempts back, but has covered off the rest of the field. But no, that's Eloy Cabinero is going to try and get down the inside. Unwig wrecked at the back with the 2 BMWs.
Maybe precisely even a third one there getting tangled. Gonna have to try and see. There's some fronts there being lost, but Quinton Verdonk leading here straight away. Lovely racing. Let's try and see GT3 start here as well, struggling some of these people in in the red trying to find traction, but there's nothing. Daniel Murphy, once again with a really nice start here. Going to be swarmed by some Ferraris in the background that's not looking into back. Oh, Porsche, they're losing
off in turn one, championship leader Oriol Falk drops way down the order as Emre Kamaldar came out in the middle of that pack as well. Daniel Morphy leads the field. He can't believe his luck. Adam Jarvis is right behind him. Oriol Falk is moving down in 8th in class. Emre Kamaldar's making their way through this field, but they've had an off as well already, trying to make their way through as quickly as possible. We're going to take a look at some of what's happened on the start once the field starts to spread out a little bit. Eloy Caballero fighting here with Davy van der Wacker, who's trying to make his way through, but equally Eloy trying to get past Albert Preem ahead. Down the inside, Davy van der Wacker to help his championship contending teammate, and there's contact in the final corner.
Looks like the 3 wide there for a brief moment into the final corner. That doesn't go.
Preem already on the radio as well, and it is under investigation from race control, as is an incident with a couple of GT3 cars further back that will go and view Matteo Lemroy there off as well. We're going to review all of this as soon as we can. Eloy Caballero, Albert Preem is back past him, but Eloy Caballero is going to try and go deep on the inside line, but he can't make it work. Championship rival scoots past him in turn 1, and then he's going to get past his teammate as well, it looks like, because there was a moment there for Davy van der Wacker on the exit. Got a couple of slow-moving GT3 cars at the back of the field as well. We'll take a look at what's happening to them shortly. Adam Jarvis is all over Daniel Morphy. He needs to slow down his teammate's championship rival as much as he can, as well as score maximum points for himself. Let's take a look at the incident on lap 1 then, into turn 1. Looking at the 2 BMWs there. So Jeffrey Ross a long way ahead of his teammate, actually, and is just going to back off very early into turn 1, it looks like, and his teammate's not going to see him coming. That was very, very unfortunate. Let's take a look at it from Liam's perspective, and we'll go on board just to give you an idea of how he cannot see a single thing. Yeah.
No.
And that is why that incident is under investigation from race control. Let's take a look what happened to Oriol Falk then, the championship leader on the outside of his teammate here, going into turn 1. Trying to make it work around the outside. Oh, and that's Yannick Gerards in the background getting all loose on the brakes and going bowling and taking the championship leader with him. Sven Elmers and Alex Ott side by side. Going into turn 1 with Albert Preem, championship leader, trying to make his way through as well, pulling out of the spray to even see what's going on. The brake lights barely visible of the cars in front. I think we're going to see people pulling out of tow just to get some clean air. Matthias Weiten on the move for Quinten Verdonk. He's going to try and go around the outside into turn 3, and he's already passed. So was there a mistake there for Quinten Verdonk in turn 1? It seems as though there probably was, to lose a little bit of time struggling with traction in these conditions. Matthias seems to be on it. He's going to try and pull away now. Overtake here for Oriol Falk on Ignas Vincereski's, both drivers who had incidents on lap 1. And the championship leader makes his way back past another car on his fight back to the front in this rained out race at Suzuka. Adam Jarvis trying to make his way back through the field. They avoid the slow car on the outside of Carlos Ponce, but he's trying to make his way back past some of these drivers and get back on the podium. He's just a 10th now behind Alex Ott. I think we're going to see a move into turn 1 here. He's dropped back a little bit. No, he hasn't. Sorry, he's incredibly close. I was getting the Porsche behind mixed up with Jarvis, who's going to go down the inside, looking to make up for that mistake earlier on. You can see some more cars in front, but they're AM cars. He's now got a 5-second gap to bridge to catch back up to Matteo Batali, and he's 16 nearly seconds off the lead as well. Yeah, the AM driver's really mixing it up today. Daniel Morphy in the overall lead is a pro driver, but then Dave Van Eck in P2 is an AM. Sven Elmers running P4 is an AM. Michael Kellenberger running P5 is an AM. And then we've got a load of pros after that. But they're really mixing it up as he goes down the inside, and there's contact between the two cars. Really, really bizarre incident there as Sven Elmers tried to go down the inside. They both kept it going in a straight line, but that's put him on the defensive against Michael Kellenberger behind. Sven Elmers now back on Matteo Batali once again. He's looking to make his way through. He couldn't find a gap last time. The door was closed, but he's alongside pretty much now into the final corner, and he's going to get his way through, it looks like, fairly confidently. And the battle will continue on down the straight. Oriel Fault trying to make his way past Matteo Ubertali and is going to dive down the inside. Oriel Fault, though, is, I believe, on a very high number of incident points, very close to getting a drive-through. And that'll be an automatic drive-through, so he needs to be really, really careful how he threads his way through the field here. And he's done so nicely. Just got a few more to work on now. Yeah, we missed this move off camera. This is Dave Van Eck taking the overall lead in GT3 as an AM driver, stealing it off of Daniel Morphy. Mega move there down the inside.
What a way to do it. Really selling the dummy on, well, it doesn't sell the dummy, but throws the anchor really late. So, yeah, sells it a little bit that he wants to go to the right and then dives up the inside. Really, really lovely move.
Really committed that. Takes the lead of GT3 overall while driving an AM car. Very, very impressive.
What a statement to make as an AM driver. Just toying around with the pros.
And got an instant we can, an oversight we can look at. Sorry, Oriel Falk has made his way past Sven Elmers, who just went off a track, and Kellenberger's going to get through as well. More importantly, in the AM class. Matisse is off on with a couple of laps to go. Once again, at Fuji makes a mistake. Quinton Verdonk has taken a lead. He was half a second quicker than Matisse in sector 1 and really put him under pressure, and he slipped through. It's not over yet. There's still 2 minutes to go. I think we'll get about 2 more laps here. We'll take a look at what happened here. This is Quinton Verdonk getting past Matthias Weiton. Matthias is nowhere to be seen.
And he's gone off there already. I think he just goes a bit too wide. Maybe get caught a little bit by the curb on the exit. Difficult to say when we couldn't really see it there. Yeah, gets caught by the curb as he tries to turn in, and then does well to correct the slide, but at that point he's already lost the position.
On the attack here, Kellenberger saying he's going to let him by. He's going to let them both by, I think. Doesn't realise he's just given up the overall podium, but I think he doesn't want to get involved and wants to secure that P2 that he's got at the moment and take no risks. With Sven Elmer's only 8 seconds behind, it could quickly go wrong for these guys. Matthias Weiton on the attack again within half a second. I believe these guys will have taken the white flag 7 times quicker than his rival in Sector 1. I think this will be the last lap for these guys. Maybe just for 34 seconds. I believe they're probably about 34 seconds into the lap. So it could be close. Not sure if this is the last lap or not. Trying to see. Can't see a white flag message anywhere on race control. As he flashes the lights down the inside of Carlos Villarejo, who tags him through the corner. They're coming up on more traffic. That's Michael Kellenberger, who gets out of the way nicely, actually. Gives them plenty of room. And they're coming up on that Matteo Ubertali battle with Adam Jarvis that we saw a couple of moments ago, and this could decide the win overall is as the pro drivers battle it out. And down the inside for one of them, outside for Quinton Verdonk. This is going to put them under a lot of pressure. Adam Jarvis gets out the way nicely. Kellenberger on the radio. Matthias Weiton is not going to give this up at all. And that's a checkered flag, so it is going to be the win for Quinton Verdonk. It went all the way to the line. Congratulations to Quinton Verdonk. Matthias Weiton with P2 will probably be a bit disappointed, but after that crazy last lap, very, very close. Adam Jarvis is going to come home to finish P3 in Pro as Matteo Ubertali takes second place. Sven Elmers has secured that P2 in GT3 AM as the leaders are going to do an extra lap because they were so far ahead of the rest of the field. Fastest lap on the last lap as well for Eloy Caballero, who was showing mega pace catching these two as it dried out towards the end of the race, although there is a big cloud coming over the radio. Avale on the radio is not happy about something. Kellenberger has pulled off the road.
I think has he ran out of fuel?
I think Kellenberger's run out of fuel. I think that's why he was letting those other guys by. Look how close he is to the checkered flag. He's trying to make it. With a bit of freewheeling, yeah, I don't think he's going to make it though, unless somebody is going to be gracious enough to give him a push to the line. And no, he's retired from the session. Michael Kellenberger, after running P2 all day, runs out of fuel on the last lap. We missed this as well, but Daniel Morphy got past Dave Van Eck into turn 1 on the penultimate lap. And Daniel Morphy has now taken a checkered flag to win GT3 overall and to win GT3 Pro. But Dave Van Eyck, I'll
comes
tell you
back,
what, he
that
fought
Dave
it
Van
back, yeah.
He's not giving up, but he's on the outside there. Don't think he's gonna get it past, and he's not gonna be able to throw it in again. I don't think he wants to throw it in again, even if he had the opportunity. He's just gonna take the flag and take the win in the AM category and P2 overall in GT3.
Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.